Hello, hello, hello again. Hello, welcome to another silent film group commentary. And today's film is Miracle Mile, starring Anthony Edwards and Mare Winningham, along with a couple of character actors that you may have seen in some other films. And as the norm, I'm going to do the countdown and start the film. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I am pressing play now. And I have the MGM Lion on my screen. Saxophone player, you see Anthony Edwards doing his narrative. Love can sure spin your head around. God, where do you begin? Miracle Mile. Universe. 50 billion years ago. Tremendous burst. Okay. Alrighty. This film to me is one of my guilty pleasures, and it's also a film, the more that I watch it, it makes me wonder why this film doesn't have a cult following of the sorts. And to my knowledge, it doesn't. I thought this was a very impactful film, just in terms of suspense and the way that the storyline is set up. And the grim ending, unfortunately, although I personally would have changed it, but I'll get into that as we move along. I'm sorry, I'm just setting up some other stuff as we are talking, or as I'm talking. Get this better perfected for you. Sorry, just kind of rushing through this one in the spur of the moment type of setup. And I said, oh, you know what? I should just do this commentary and get with it. Alright, so now we see Mare Winningham as she looks into the camera, a close up. Michael T. Williamson, and she walks across the screen, which is very, I know I've seen that shot before. Outside of, not across 110th Street. It was Tarantino's film. Jackie Brown, but he got that off of someone else as well. Kelly Jo Minter, who was a character actress that we don't even see a lot of anymore. She was big in the... Well, not big, but she was a recognized face in the 80s and the 90s. I think the last time I saw her might have been in House Party, and then probably sparingly here and there. So yeah, as I was saying, I thought that this, I believe that this film to me should have a much bigger cult following. Tangerine Dream, music composed and performed by Tangerine Dream. That was another group that was pretty popular, or band. I don't think that they were a group or just an ensemble. They did a number of film scores. I know mostly in the 80s they did. So I should actually look them up and see what else they've done, or if they, what did they spawn. That's funny, with him standing in the frame. Okay, this is basically Anthony Edwards trying to be charming through the kids. she should be honored that he's fucking lightening her load. John Daly and Derek Gibson, they were two popular names as producers as well. For some reason, I want to say they worked a lot with Touchstone, I think. You let her slip away. But instead I'm gonna smoke. Oh, he's not smoking, my bad. I know he does smoke in this. So much for small talk. No, she was checking for you, dude. He got one. Yeah, the way that they set this up is, totally from the left, and then it hits you, pow, right in the mouth when you least expect it. Totally setting it up for like this, cutesy, romantic type of film, and then, pow! See, I always took California for being extremely warm. And so when I see them with leather jackets on, it always... But you can see the breeze as it's hitting the trees. Burn. Miracle Mile. And I wonder whose decision it was to have him do the voiceover. Very noirish, which I would think that this film would be classified as. And it also, the choice of the shots as well feel very PI noir, private investigator noirish type feel with it as well, in my opinion. Now my question is, this leather jacket that Mare Winningham has on looks way oversized, and it, for some reason I doubt it was her grandfather's, but then again it could have. Maybe he was a war veteran, but if not, whose jacket is that on? Chevignon. Uh-oh, you're not supposed to be here, Grandma. Very interesting choice to put the balloons in the shot. As I learned that for cinematic reasons, often balloons add a lot of color, see to the shot. Oops, he's not supposed to be here. I love how they just turn their backs on one another. Like, he's dead to me. She's dead to me. It's what it's always about. Anal. Just think. She knows what it's about. She just don't want to tell him it's about anal. He wanted it. She didn't want to do it to him. That's how it always is, ladies. Let it be known, bro. Product placement to the right. Pretty smooth, man, for the first day. At least he got that far. Third date. Harry, you moving slow. Goose. I wonder if this place is still around. As you can tell, I'm not from California. All in one day, he's already given her the last name. God damn, dude. I'm surprised they didn't add a little bit of a voice over here, but I guess the synthesizer score that was awkward. That was very awkward. I'm not going to even comment on it. That was just very awkward. And it's funny, I recently dawned on me that it's the cat, when he threw that fucking cigarette, the cat, I guess, messing around with the cigarette is what caused that fire and caused the breaker to get shut down and thus the blackout. And it's a full moon. Who would have thought? And I love this shot right here, the way with this clock. The illusion of time. Just about a half an hour. Almost 45. She waited fucking 2 hours for dude. So when I looked at the time, I was trying to gather. I guess he got up. See, this shit I didn't understand. The fact that she has to take a Valium because dude didn't show up. I mean, not enough character breakdown, I guess, in my opinion. For the reasoning of her taking a fucking Valium because dude just didn't show up. But I mean, in other words, crappy plot device as far as I'm concerned. Which, leads into the story later, which actually isn't really a strong enough plot device, as we move toward, later on in the story. I'll come back to this. Ah, it is 3:45. I was wondering if it was 4ish. Yeah. Why didn't he just call her from the fucking hotel room? Because I mean, my common sense would have said she was gone at fucking 3:45. You're supposed to meet her at, I believe it was 12:15, and then he crashes. That shit. I don't even understand the shot. It's totally irrelevant. I mean, unless the rat is supposed to symbolize something, but how the fuck does this dude end up in the fucking car? End up in the truck with them? So I think he does. 3:55. Damn. And he had time to go fucking get flowers. So if you had time to go get flowers, you should have just called her from the hotel room. That dude totally reminds me of the tranny and Angel. This film from the 80s as well. Another. It's in the book. God. Obviously, she doesn't get paid enough to afford a dental plan. That dude, shit, can't remember his name now. I think it's like Rosenberg, Alan Rosenberg or some shit like that. He's in a lot of shit. You're talking old school. Damn, she's got the type of phone I want. Hey, Star Trek. Here's the other concept: is why didn't he drive toward where her apartments actually, where her grandparents were at, and then car from there? Because at 3 something, I'm figuring that she left. And the odds of me thinking that she's going to stick around, besides him not calling while he was at the hotel. This also popped in my brain is I would think that he would answer it just off of reflex, thinking that, hey, maybe she knows the number to this payphone and that she would call back. Talk about overacting. Nuclear fucking war, man. I love when he asks, "Where's your dad supposed to be?" And he says, "How the hell should I know?" But yet he called him, which seems like we either be calling him at his job or at his home. The fact that he would just blast him and knowing that the guy's on the phone, rather than hanging up the phone, or you just whatever. Plot device. And trust me, yes, I still do enjoy these films. It's just certain things that make you just think about the filmmakers do as plot device. Because I think it would have been just as intense if they just been like, "Get the fuck off the phone now!" You know, and you'd have heard him get punched or something, or and then hey, is this some sort of prank? Forget everything you just heard. I think the intensity would still be there, depending on how you do it. Blockhead, just like Goose. Would you hold it against me? Oh, waka waka waka. What the fuck is so funny about that? That's a fucking funny line. It is. Oh my god. It's happening. And that's the fucking psychologist from the Terminator. Another character actress. Kathleen Turner look-alike. This would be an actual interesting remake. But I'm not sure if the missiles would still be as effective today. I mean, they probably would, because we still deal with this type of shit. Quote unquote threats. Nuclear war. They cast him correctly. What's your problem, man? I'll cut you. And dress up like women. And I would flesh out her character. If I were doing this remake, she would have a other skill set outside of just being a stewardess. My film would probably be longer than 90 minutes as well. She's got a pearl necklace. Skis. Dada. Look who's fucking talking. I love how he just has that gun conveniently there, and he's usually working in the back. What? What? It's so funny when I first saw that and he said, "Joe, get the truck," and then I completely forget about him, and then he just fucking rushes out with the cart. It's hilarious. Obviously, fuckface. I just realized I was looking up Tangerine Dream, and they're still relevant, still kicking ass. They are part of the soundtrack to that new television show Stranger Things. And the fucking list of fucking films that they scored is crazy, man. Vision Quest, Firestarter, Risky Business, Thief, Sorcerer, Red Heat, Legend, Near Dark, 3 O'Clock High. Wow. They also composed Grand Theft Auto 5. Good to know they're still out there kicking it. This shit had me cracking up. Mine shaft. The Rand Corporation. That name comes up all the time. Goddamn Danny Rand. Iron Fist reference for those out there. Okay. I love her professionalism. I'm ready to make a commitment. I'm willing to make a commitment. In her skin. He loves grabbing her up, huh? He's got a fucking surgery scheduled for tomorrow morning. Of course he's not fucking going. He's gonna get a surgery that he doesn't want. And you're going to change your clothes. How? This motherfucker had a big thing of mustard. Like, that's what he really needs. As if they would know. Great minds. But I love how he drops Dick Gregory, Bobby Seale, Dick Gregory. Did the Mexican dude steal his car? Huh. Now, see, that seemed like it was wasted. Wait! Just to have him run in, because it's either he's in or he's out. You can just jump the fuck in. You don't need that type of false drama. Pat Riley. Now, see, that's a good in. The fact that this is on a remake side, the fact that she's wearing her sister's outfit, it would be interesting if maybe she's an actress in character, for something. And then as my story would progress, she would, you would learn that she was much smarter than that. Boy, she's using those high-powered scientific words. Oprah Winfrey. You fucking kidding me? Oh, okay. I thought that was the bum dude. That wasn't the bum dude. That would have been funny, but who are you? Who are you? And just pushed him out the fucking truck. Wow. No chance. No chance in hell. You got no chance. Oh, the fucking bum. He is there. You fucking bum. I hate this stupid shot that happens too after he jumps. Cliche. The way he jumps does not look like a person, the way a person would jump. No sort of tuck. And he jumped as if he was chasing somebody and he wanted to like tackle them. What do you know? It's two motorcycles that split in between him. Oh, so suspenseful, but very Red Rock West noir. I'm sure he could use the help of Maverick right about now. The handles all jacked up. Oh. And this is going to prove it. What you want, jive sucker? Revelation of character. Just don't hurt me, man. I'm a bitch ass nigga. You can take whatever the fuck you want, please. Yes, I can say it. You can't. Shut up. Whatever you say, man. Whatever. All the cat needs to do is say game over, man. Game over. Wilson? What's the hurry, Harry? Heading into Hollywood, hanging out with the homeboys. I swear, by the moon and the stars up above. See, I think another issue is his big fucking mouth. Because he runs around telling everybody. And it actually puts him in, funny ass situations. So he tells him, right, outside of the people in the restaurant who he actually could have rode with, right? So now he tells, Wilson. Wilson fucking spins out and dips on him. Although he does come back. But just the fact that he could have. The lucky ones. The lucky ones. Victory is mine. And then he runs into Mr. Blue, Eddie Bunker. Now we know what Mr. Blue is doing before the shit went down. Listen to Borderline. After all that, I tuned out. $50 fucking. Code word. Lame line too. Y'all got the guns, man. Five-0 said freeze, and I got numb. That's right, Blue. It's funny, I just say it was a simple misunderstanding. I thought that he was stealing from me, and he actually already paid for the gas. Bullshit. Yeah, because that was going to stop them from chasing you. I think that cop was trigger happy anyway. Because I would figure if some shit got splashed in my face, I probably would just drop my weapon because your usual response is just to go dig in your eyes. And she got, real explosion, no CG. IE. But yeah, I think the normal reaction is, even if someone tosses water in your face or whatever, you're probably going to try to wipe it out of your face, especially if it's burning, which I'm sure it was. Not fucking fire off your weapon in the air. Chances are she's probably going to end up just dropping her gun and just going directly into her eyes and wiping her face. Mr. Peters. Is that what it is? A meltdown, blood? His mouth again. He could have easily said, tomorrow at 12, bought him some time. Just to bullshit the guy. I get my sister Charlotta. She got a lot of bags made from Prada. Hey man, nice threads. What you got in your wallet? That's suspense. They should have put some assholes in the stairwell. And he still keeps on that fucking blazer. Cause this one always works. Say who you are, dum-dum. I'm surprised she didn't go, what the fuck? Who's gonna pay for my door? As I was mentioning earlier, yeah, I still think that this was a silly plot device. To have her hopped up on Valium. Peace, bitch. I love the fact that he is thinking about earlier he can get 10 years and then he's just going to dip off in a police car. Get to the chopper. She took a Valium. Hey, you always learn something new when you watch these films. Valium and diet pills. It would have even been cool if she takes late night jogs or something, something like that, just to get him off the brain, the shit that he did or that she felt he did, which was stand her up. Then they would have to drive around looking for her or something like that, and they grab her up. I got some boning to do. Understands? All that looks like a park area too. Maybe she went jogging in there. They had to search for her really quickly, grab her down. She didn't want to go because she was a sweaty mess, because of course he's not going to tell her the real reason. And then they end up jogging to the building together rather than all this putting her in the cart. And her looking like freaking Leah Thompson. Okay. How about you carry her, dude? Put her right like over your back. He's really rushing, man. He's really rushing to get upstairs. Love that car. Well, if this is happening, you have a better chance of hopping in the fucking helicopter and extending your time together. Don't you think? Now, see, to me right there, if I hear that, I would think that something was up. You know what that means? I ain't gotta say a word. They're gonna be fine. They're gonna be fucking toast. Be fine on the other side. Vasquez! I have you know that Daly and Gibson, the producers that I mentioned earlier, were also involved in the Terminator franchises as well. So that's why you've seen some of the familiar faces. The psychiatrist in the diner earlier, Jeanette Goldstein, who end up in Aliens. So I'm sure this film, I believe, came out in '89. So, you know, they got fucking Uzis and shit. Well, not Uzis. She's tripping. Anyway, like I was saying, you know, making this film, they probably had some parts, called them some people that they knew. It's like, hey, let's cast this one, let's cast that one. I'm wondering if Goldstein's character was a little bit more fleshed out and ended up getting chopped down. It would be funny at the end of this film, they would have shown that lady that was passed out in the diner, still passed out, maybe like a fucking skeleton. Mutual benefit life. Excuse me. Look at all that fucking luggage. They must be expecting a number of fucking copters. I'm Gersted. I like the fact that she didn't tell him shit. Am I bugging out? But his lips look very, very powdered. Like he's tanned up. Look at his mouth. I'm talking about the cat on the left. Like he's caked in a tan or caked in shit makeup, and his lips are like all white, like he had a powdered donut. So she's gonna go and leave you and leave her grandparents, and who the fuck is she gonna have as a support system? You fucking idiot. Fucking up, Goose. And the fact that he didn't tell her is fucking kind of silly, to let that just go on and on and on. And he leaves her as if like no one, like as if she's not gonna put this shit together. Like I said earlier, look at all that shit that's on the roof as she's walking by, and then the other people that are gonna show up, and she's just not gonna put this shit together, right? Fucking idiot. And yes, I still do enjoy this film, but it's just a fucking idiot move. By the creators, no doubt. Like he's just gonna stumble upon a fucking pilot. What are the odds of that? Oh, this fucking guy. Should just fucking ran him and pulled him right out that shit. So it won't matter tomorrow. Because I'll just follow them no matter, what happens. Planet Fitness. The first ever 24-hour gym, folks. Now, why did he drop that? Because that was bright. Her one line for her SAT card. What do you know, Night Slasher? I'll need bucks. Pick. New world. It's the New World Order, man. Tell the fucking pilot that shit. Pig. No, no, I'm fine with that. Of course, let's go. So stupid. That's his own insecurities that does that shit. That's what's funny. Got a problem? The funny shit is that when he goes, "Hey Leslie," it's like he's calling a fucking dog. Especially if you look at the direction his head is in, it's like looking down, and that guy isn't that much shorter than he is. So when you get a chance to go back and rewind the shit, watch. He's like looking down, like, "Hey Leslie," like a dog. Now, see, if you were fucking honest with her, she wouldn't be out there doing that stupid shit. Either she'd be running with you, or she'd still be up there. It's fucking bird brain. Now, maybe they should have put that old shit in after we saw her running, because if I'm looking for Julie and I'm trying to get up to the heliport, I don't give two shits about another car that's crashing into a goddamn window. You know, that old shit almost kind of reveals that it's, what's his name? Wilson. Fucking sad, man. Trying to get a fucking workout in and we got shit to do. And why is he holding the fucking gun out? Always a black sacrifice. Always. She's just fucking finding out now. You would think that she would have found this out on the roof with all the weirdos. That's crazy that she has to play dead and keep her eyes open the whole time without blinking. Or somewhat comatose with her eyes open. Shock. This actually, you know what? This, if they were to remake this, it'd be prime for a mini series where they can flesh out these characters. You know, the typical movie of the week, but on a bigger and badder, edgier scale, not for regular bullshit television. I fucking tried to help you. Fucking played yourself. Please. Of course he has to die in order for you to not have your lead character do something fucked up, right? Not in my film. I love how she's pushing him around like a bitch ass. I love how they have the effects of the clock. See, here we go. With his fucking mouth. Thank you. That's exactly what I was emphasizing. You told everybody. Oh, shit. Of course, of course. And he has 0 blood on him. So why wouldn't that work? Exactly. Exactly. See? We're on the same page. I'm coming out. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. I guess that little clip was those cops bouncing. You don't have a family. I'm out of here. What do you fucking think is going on, bro? Now, why the fuck do they have a SWAT guy? And they have one. Oh, okay. The truck bounced. I was gonna say they have one. Now, it would be interesting to find out if all this chaos is just from him. Just him saying that one thing, and that shit just spreading, where he could have had time just to bounce, grab his people, and just be out. If he just didn't say shit. Sorry, I probably would be selfish like that. I'd be out. And of course, she just bounces again. Doesn't say shit. I'm going inside, Harry. No, as soon as you turn your back, I'm out. Now, is that the same chick that was? No, that wasn't. And I'm not going to give you the message that he said, right? Cliche. Now, see, it would have been, as I look at this, cooler, as he was going. Basically, I would have had him tell the father the message. I would have lowered the audio, and then you just would have heard the chaos and seen the chaos. Say, "Hey, he wanted me to give you a message," and then she would be looking at all the shit that's happening, and then they would just take off together. So at least he finished that mission. Just bold. He's like a little sucker. That's why he did that shit. Fucking leaves her again. And when you look at this film, that's basically what he's doing throughout the whole shit almost up until the end. I'll meet you at this time, leaves her. Goes to get her, up in the roof, leaves her. This time, leaves her. And what would make him think, what would make him think that the fucking pilot would just bounce like that after saying, hey, if this is going down, I want to bring somebody, and that's it. And it really doesn't look like they have the same jogging outfit or gym outfit on. Didn't look like it because I thought his had some turquoise in it. The earlier pink. Okay, here's the thing. Why does he feel the need to crack the window to hear that shit when he should be hauling ass with his girl to get up to the fucking roof? After he saw that wasn't the goddamn pilot, he should have been gone. Like, that shit made no sense. When I look at it now, it's fucked up. At this point, it kind of turns into a bit of a video game. The fuck do you care, bro? This fucking couple. I believe Peter Berg had a bit part in here, but I didn't recall seeing him. blotted out, I'd still be fucking sleep on fucking Valium. I would have never felt a thing. Thanks a lot, Harry. Goes to shit. Closing time. If it ain't got that swing, do up, 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 do up. Forever and ever. I wonder if that was a fucking blooper. Even if our atoms on spirits. I think I love you. And what am I so afraid of? Perfect timing, guys. Perfect timing. I would do this motherfucker right off the roof. My question is, what is he still doing up there? Because he said he was waiting for Landa. Unless she didn't show. There. Because he's just wilding out. That shit tripped me out the first time I saw that shit. I mean, this whole movie in general. Just the thought of it, the impact. I thought this in fucking 90 minutes they did way better than the day after, if anyone remembers that fucking film. Actually, it wasn't a film. It was a fucking movie of the week. Miniseries. I came back for you, pig. Now I really am interested in what the hell happened to him. Because he looks shot. Close-ups. Shaking. It's interesting that they're the only 3 people in here. So I'm wondering what happened to other people that were on the roof. Why not jump out? I mean, unless it was just that smoky that you couldn't see, but they landed pretty like safely on top of the water, where you could have just have fucked it way out. That's just like dying in a fucking coffin underneath the goddamn dirt. And he opted to go out this way. That's what's crazy too. It'd have been cool. Shut the fuck up. Or just really? Now, I told you I would come back to this. It just would have been cool if, when you saw the explosion, the fucking alarm clock goes off and you find out that he was dreaming. Yep, band member Peter Berg. And but yeah, he's still late to go meet her. And then you just see him like he wakes up, goes, he gets up. Or even still, if he's on time, alarm goes, oh shit. Gets up, gets dressed, whatever. Quick montage. He drives down, he meets her, and it's like, I just had the craziest fucking dream. And she's like, well, come on, tell me about it. And then just fucking ends. That would be hot shit. Rather than going all dark and fucked up and it's nuclear war, yada yada. Although it did have an impact on me, which is, a reason why I'm doing a commentary, because I did enjoy it and still enjoy it. It's just certain things that, of course, when you look at a film, you go, well, why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense, because you know that certain things are fucking plot devices. But, as a filmmaker or a storyteller, I would probably go a different way with it, to still get the same result. But to each his own, still had an impact. And thank you again for joining me in this commentary. As we watch the credits roll out. And hopefully I can be a bit more entertaining if I wasn't on this one. On the next commentary, sometimes I was quiet and just kind of got caught up. Oh shit, Peter Berg was also a stand-in. Yeah, you could tell at that point he was probably all about the behind the scenes and probably had a bigger plan back then on getting behind the camera. Behind the camera! You have camera! I have everything on camera. Lee Schamberger. Petruska Mirzwa. Lee Schamberger. Have the Schamberger and fries, please. I do enjoy the music, how the music goes out with the credits. Synthetic, deep, dark, what they probably would have classified as new wave or new age type music. When you go into your record store, recording ultrasound. Copyright 1988. Distributed in 89. Well, thank you again for joining us, and we will see you on the next commentary. Soundtrack available on Private Music. And so long for now. Ciao, Bella!